Good afternoon, this is Jeff, the Sewer Tech Northwest. We are at 5553 Southwest Hewitt Boulevard here in Portland. We are located on the back side of the house. We're going to be checking the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water's running, and we'll zero out at the base of the cleanout. On the note of the cleanouts, you've got two cleanouts side by side here. The one with the cap on it appears to be for the storm system. The sewer line, at some point in the past, I don't know if it's because the cap was torqued. Yeah, that thing looks like it was torqued on there really good. They chopped the top of it off. So anyway, I'd recommend putting just a new clean out. Very easy thing to do. You could honestly do it without even using pipe glue. You could Fernco the existing clean out right back on there, but most likely you'll have to just get a new clean out topper for it. That cap looks like it got so much dirt and gravel in it. The cap's probably on that thing for good. So that's all of about 30-40 bucks in parts there and 10 minutes of your time. All right, we're going to zero out here at the base of the clean out. Off we go here. We're going to just zip down the hill here as far as we can get. Do most of the looking at things as we come back in. Alright, transitioning here to 3034 PVC pipe, 4-inch diameter. Woohoo! Beautiful. It's actually a shorter run than I thought it was going to be. A good pathway down the hillside. Some of these things can get extraordinarily long. They have to meander them down the hill. But that right there looks like our main lateral connection. So I'm going to try and go locate that really quick here while the pipe drains off. Very nice looking sewer line. I know I was zipping through there. I've done almost, if not 25,000 sewer scopes at this point. My eyes are quick and good, and nothing notable pointed its head out there on the way down. But we will come back in at a slower pace there. In fact, I actually might leave a little bit of water running. It's such a steep run here, just to help aid the camera coming back. This line is pitched at such a hard angle. The water doesn't actually block my view of anything, really. The beauty of lines on a steep angle like this, really about the only thing you have to worry about on hillsides of this nature, are tree roots getting in. Settling issues are almost impossible to happen because of how much slope there is naturally. So the plus side with a line this steep too, if a blockage ever does occur on the outside, you need one severe blockage to actually result in a backup. There's so much gravity working in your favor. You would need some hefty, I mean very, very improper stuff going down this thing to get a backup out of it. You know, nothing but wipes, paper towels, junk like that. Alrighty, located the camera head successfully. Line terminates on Southwest Hewitt Boulevard. Alright, I turned the water off. Looks like a little bit's coming down line, but I honestly want a little bit. In case you're curious where the line is routed, the line does just about a dead straight shot from the clean out down to the street. Meanders a little bit, obviously. But if you go stand down the road and face up the driveway, or face the house in general from the street, about 8 feet or so, 10 feet to the right of the driveway, you'll see a patch, rectangle-shaped patch, that goes out into the street and stops right in line with the manhole adjacent to it. That patch there is where the sewer line was cut into the road. When you face back up the hill, I mean, you're just about looking straight back at the clean out. Nice, efficient shot down the hillside. It was a nicely installed line. Usually when you're going down a steep hillside like this, these are pretty bonehead proof because just the property in general provides all the natural slope. But a lot of people can do them lazy, and you end up with settling issues where you should never have them. Like going under the driveway, kind of the flat spots. So, very nice looking line thus far. Stringy stuff there just up ahead, those are just cobwebs. Transition joint here looks good. Stringy stuff there too, just cobwebs, no roots there. Wouldn't be a bad idea on a line like this, just because of the amount of foliage the line goes past, to scope it periodically. Again, going back to the steepness of this line, these hillsides like this, I've cambered thousands of houses up here in this part of town on these steep hills. You would be amazed the lines I look at. I mean, you've got a root intrusion the size of your head at every single pipe joint, and the line's still ripping right along. So I honestly get a little more concerned. The roots have to basically block the line 100% on their own for them to ever even get close to resulting in a backup, should it ever happen. The bigger concern is if a joint does open up to the ground is hydro erosion issues. So not a bad idea to take a look at the line every couple years. But luckily for you, this is all updated sewer pipe. This isn't old stuff. So most likely those things won't happen. So it looks like the line kind of drops down towards the driveway and then makes a little bit of a turn as it starts to cross the driveway. Straightens out. So it does almost a straight shot. It meanders just a tad. That right there on that inside turns a little bit of grease buildup. And funny enough, a little sewer fun fact for you, it's kind of counterintuitive to what you would think. The steeper the line is, the more prone to grease buildup it is. And the reason for that is what is typically carrying the grease and cooking oil is water, or hot water, typically speaking. Water doesn't, until it freezes, doesn't slow down the colder it gets, whereas grease and fats do. So when that water is just blasting down the hill at 100 miles an hour, it leaves the grease behind. So the steeper the run is, the faster the water that moves, and the more grease you get. So again, like right here, you got a little bit more of it on this turn here. But not the kind of stuff, especially on a steep line like this, I would recommend you clean. You'd need some severe grease buildup in a line like this for that to ever have any bearing on functionality. Alright, we are just about to reel the camera out of the line. Great flow from the house all the way out to the street. All the pipe we just scoped there is in good condition. Sewer line is functioning properly at this time. Fabulous looking sewer line there. I'm glad it is. These are very difficult hillsides to work on if you ever have to have a repair done. So it's a very nice looking line there. The only thing I could even recommend on this, again, is just fixing the clean out. Putting that back on there. And honestly, I mean, from a technical standpoint, this is venting sewer gas. I'm a lot less concerned about that. It's open air. You would need unbelievably thick sewer gas to ever actually get back into the house and be something you could even notice. If you have kids, though, after the amount of time I've been doing this, open pipes like this are just those spots that kids like to just drop rocks down them, debris can get down them, things like that. That's the last thing I want to have to see you deal with. So I would just get that clean out cap situated back on there, proper one that has a cap that functions. That's some very small potatoes things in the world of sewer repairs. Again, it's about $40 in parts at Home Depot and a few minutes of your time to glue a clean out back on there.